Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. And of course in today's tutorial guys, I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and of course this is brand new. As you can see, we have done the screen protector already, but however a major flaw with one of the 17 Pro Max is the camera bump. Alright, so with the cameras protruding off the back as seen here, what can happen is that they can be easily scratched. That includes the lenses, and of course they can be easily smudged, and of course this section here that's at the back. And what I recommend in this case guys is that you get a lens protector. All right, so of course this is the one that I bought, and this one is called A Ailun, and of course this is a glass camera lens protector. Best thing about this one guys, I'll have a link in the description, is it covers the entire lens. That includes the lens of the camera along as the back glass, flash and everything. All right, so it covers the entire mechanism. All right, that makes sure whenever you place it face down on a table, it doesn't scuff up or damage the exterior of the device. All right, so let's look at what we get here. So this will be a quick unboxing and installation and my impressions of this. All right, so you have the full name here, and it says right here on the box, I'm trying to cover the serial number here, and it indicates that it's Ailun's 3-pack camera lens protector for iPhone 17 Pro Max, tempered glass, 9H hardness, and of course this is a item made in China. It's brand new. All right, so we're gonna look at some of the features that you get with this, and it outlines some on the side of the box here. It says right here, and you can pause and read, it's 9H hardness, perfect adhesion to the back, it's shutterproof and case friendly. All right, so it makes account for all of these. You can see right around, and of course at the back right here you have tempered glass screen protector, camera lens protector, and it says it protects the protector is made from specially processed glass, which is very effective to protect your lens from damage. It's your lens guardian and will take good care of it. All right, so you see the information here. I'll also have the link below. All right, so let's get straight into it. So this is brand new, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my handy knife here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this up. So we have a seal right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unseal. All right, so once we do that guys, we're gonna check out what we got here. All right, so there's a scannable video at the back to help you with installation in case you're not familiar with the installation process. All right, so the video instruction is already given again here. All right, so the video instruction is right here. We're gonna put this aside. We get 3 sets of cleaning wipes. So that's wet and dry. First we use wet, then we use dry. There should be some other stuff, so I'm gonna place this over here along with this right here. All right, so there's other stuff in here, and we get 3 of the protectors. This is very nice. In case you break one, you have all of 3 to actually use or give to a friend. All right, I advise that you keep them around, as sometimes these things do break. All right, so this is very good. We're gonna put this aside. All right, so this is an installation video as well. So we're gonna get the Ultra here. We're gonna place it right here. I'm gonna adjust the camera. All right, so with the camera ready, we're gonna go straight in to the process. So we're gonna get the S24. I'm gonna place it on my desk right here. I'm gonna start with the wet wipe, and you just simply tear. This is the wet, and the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and clean. Make sure your phone is off. Rather when my phone is off, that means there will be no interference from the device itself, so you can actually clean without disturbance. All right, so next, make sure your hands are washed and you're in a clean or relatively clean environment. All right, so there we go. We are wiped with the first wipe. Then we can go for the second wipe. This is the dry wipe. So we're gonna place that down right there. And again, and the level of difficulty, I would say this is relatively easy to a medium install. If you can, or if you have experience in installing screen protectors on the front, especially without a guide, then you should be good. Make sure you get the lens from the top. Make sure you go around the corners so there's no liquid or moisture to build up. All right, you're gonna clean off the sensors here. All right, and make sure you get the edges along here and inspect your work. So as you can see here, especially at an angle, the lenses are very clean. All right, so when I'm satisfied, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get one of these. All right, so here's the lens protector. Go ahead and remove it. And these are very nice. And let me just give you a look. So you can see it says camera lens. This is what it's gonna look like. You see the A Ailun logo, phone camera lens. And by the way, this was bought with my own money. I am not being paid to promote this. I'm simply I bought this with my own money. All right, so we're gonna lift the tab right here. I'm gonna press down. I'm gonna hold this by the edges. All right. A little bit difficult to do this with the camera in the way. All right, there you go. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna get the dry wipe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set this in place. All right, I'm gonna quickly test the camera on the phone. All right, so we have the phone up. So what I'm gonna do here is to quickly test the lens. So as you can see here, we can just check the wider lens. We can check the near lens. We can simply check E-text. So as you can see, there's no obstruction. And the image is very clear, so we know it's good. So I'm gonna go back to applying and to turn off the phone screen. All right, so we're gonna make sure that it adheres fully. So go ahead and wipe. And make sure it's glued down solid and you should be good. All right guys, so the only problem I have with this lens protector is that of course I'm seeing about some small bubbles. If you look carefully here, you can see them. There's about 5 here and 1 over here, making about 6 bubbles. All right, so that's the only problem I'm having right now. It's very difficult because this thing is very thick. All right guys, so of course if you are a stickler for bubbles, then of course this would kind of mess with you. But of course I spoke to my wife and she indicated that right here that these bubbles actually look like a pattern or a cool distinctive mark, and it doesn't look bad. So of course instead of trying to either lift this off or place it back on, I'm going to leave it as is. It does look like a cool pattern. And of course we go ahead and talk about the overall performance. All right, so let's get straight into it. So I'm going to place on the case. I did a separate unboxing and review of this case. Let's see if it actually fits with the case. And before I forget, check this out guys, it's very thick. So if I were to drop this on the lens, I would not worry, as the lens is very, very, very thick. All right, so the cover is very thick, so I'm not worried about it breaking. All right, let's check out the case with it on. All right, so as promised, it does work with the case. And now I am quite comfortable with placing my phone either down like this or on its face like this. And of course, the lens themselves. All right, so everything is solid and working great. All right, so as you can see, it fits the case perfectly. And it's very nice. All right, so let's go into the pros and the cons. So of course, you get 3 lens covers, so if you mess up one, you can always change it out. The only flaw I do not like is the bubbles, but they do look like patterns if you do your best, but some stubborn ones tend not to get out so easily. And of course, in terms of thickness and durability, I give this a solid rating in terms of I'm not worried if this were to fall that the phone would break. All right, so you barely see the bubbles, especially when you're not paying attention. It's just like a case with a simple smudge on the inside. All right, so of course the overall look is very nice, and I'm well pleased. So I'll give this one a 8 out of 10. I would have given it a 9 out of 10 had this gone on perfectly without any bubbles. However, there's no worry as it do makes up with these extras. So I give this 8 out of 10. First impressions, very impressed, and I would definitely buy again. However, I wish there was somewhere more easy to install without incident of bubbles and so on. But overall, I'm not disappointed, so that's easily 8 out of 10. My long-term review, you can actually ask for that and I'll do a long-term review, or you can actually ask direct questions and I'll answer them in terms of the overall performance of this. So it doesn't blur the lenses look crystal clear and everything looks fine, and it doesn't take away from the look of the phone itself. So I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. So of course guys, as always guys, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips, say bye until next time. So see you in the next one guys, bye.